All right. Hello and welcome to Coffee with Coach Allan. I'm a minute or so late and I apologize for that. I was on a call with a client. But hey, today's topic is about doing less. Too many times I think we think we have to do more and that more is going to get us more. But often what I've found, particularly with clients, is that sometimes just doing less will help you do more. Now, how do we do that? Because if we're thinking in terms of getting something done, we think, well, okay, we got to keep doing, and then that's how we're going to get more and more. But that's typically not the direct correlation. There's a couple different things to consider. So the first one is, well, three things, I guess, three things to consider. The first one is, are you doing the right thing? A lot of times we spend time doing things that aren't really adding value to our health and fitness. We're planning, we're running. I mean, and by planning, I meaning we're looking at different recipes and meal plans and all this different information. We're trying to figure out all the workouts. We're trying to figure out all the supplements. We're doing a lot of reading, a lot of researching, and we're not doing a lot of doing. Okay, so the first thing is to make sure that you've got your attention focused on the right things. So you're not just out there arbitrarily doing, because that's just not going to get you uh, moving. The second one is that doing the things, even when you're doing the things that you should be doing, are you doing them in the right way? So you may know, okay, I need to lift weights and I want to lift weights. And so you go to the gym and you've got a little routine and you do your little routine. And it's fine. You spend 45 minutes doing your routine. And when you get through with your routine, you don't really feel it. You know you did it. You know you feel good that you did it, but you know in your heart you didn't really push yourself to a point where there's change. You did not stimulate your muscles to change. So while you did the thing, you didn't put enough into it to make it matter. And then the third bit is where we're doing things, but we're not really giving ourselves time to accumulate the results, if you will. The best way I can think about this is, you're playing that Mario Brothers game, and you're bouncing up, and you're getting the gold to pop out, but you're not picking it up. Okay, and what what that is like, imagine going into the gym, and you do the lifting today, and it's a good lifting session. But then you come in the next day and you do the same lifting session. And so as the result, you didn't get enough rest. Maybe you didn't get enough protein, and then you didn't get the results. So when I say do less, I don't mean just do less things. It's a focused do less. And the three ways that you should think about that is, one, are you doing the things that truly add value? Are you doing the things that truly add value? The second one would be, are you doing them in a way that actually will get you what you want? So are you doing them enough, like hard enough? Are you putting enough into it? And then the third is, are you understanding how the process works so that you're not actually just putting, and not actually collecting or reaping the results? So there's kind of three ways that you need to think about your input into this process so that you are getting the results. And so again, I'll repeat that just one more time so that it's kind of maybe a little bit more clear than the mud that I started out with. But one, we want to avoid doing things that aren't adding value at all. If you're spending a lot of time researching recipes and considering protein ratios and all this other stuff, probably not adding a ton of value to what you need to do to just make a couple changes. So don't do things that aren't adding value. Number two, make sure that the things you are doing, you're doing enough of and hard enough and putting enough into that you're truly getting the value. Because things like resistance training, it's an effort that you need to put effort in to get a stimulus, to get an effort out. You're not going to see improvement if you're just going in and kind of, for lack of a better word, half-assing it. Okay. And then the third bit is particularly with resistance training, but when we put work in, we need to make sure that we're taking the time to rest and recover so that we are in fact getting the results. So there's three reasons there that you need to be focused on not just doing more. Maybe you need to be focused on doing less, and you'll reap better results. Okay. So again, happy Thanksgiving. I hope if you're in the United States, I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, holiday. Tomorrow's probably a day off for you as well, which is great. It's a good time for you to kind of start getting yourself organized for the new year. These episodes are coming out, as you can tell, they're unscripted, but they come out every day. I'm trying to have them out at 10 o'clock Eastern, Monday through Friday. If you want to know what's coming up next, get a kind of a heads up that there's an episodes coming, you can go out to 40plusfitness.com/coffee, and there's a little sign up there. You'll get an email from me each day talking about what the topic is, just to remind you it's coming. But we broadcast on YouTube, Facebook, and X each day, Monday through Friday. I'm glad you're here. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you next time.